This is not my normal YouTube video. I am having to walk very carefully right now because I'm using my headlamp to light my face instead of the ground. I am off on a little bit of a hike slash backpacking trip. It's a very, oh my god, almost tripped. Very last minute trip that I put together, on about a half hour's notice, and I'm walking out in the middle of this large pasture owned by some family of mine. I went out to the property, just out in the middle of nowhere, and now I am hiking to try and find my camp spot way at the back of their pasture. I have no idea if any of this video is going to turn out because I am half blinded by my light and half blinded by the darkness. Well, this lighting's a little bit better. So far, I can hear coyotes, and I have shown my life out into the woods and seen at least 2 pretty large sets of eyes. I would guess those would be deer, but yeah. It is 45 degrees. My hands are already very cold. Oops, I was walking the wrong way. I have my tent and everything I need for tomorrow on my back currently, and I still have to set all of it up. And I'm a little bit I'm a little bit questioning my life choices. Definitely not regretting. I haven't done anything stupid yet, but I'm definitely questioning my life choices right now. The good news is the moon is full right now, and where I am standing, I cannot see a single artificial light. I'm gonna turn the light off just for a second. And that, ladies and gents, is about as dark as it gets. I can see a little bit when the light is off, but there we go, got the right setting. Can't see all that well, not well enough to hike, even with a full moon. It's a little bit behind the trees over there. The whole idea behind all of this, by the way, is that, one, just to get away from the city, because I go a little stir crazy in the city. 2, I'm going to this very back pasture where you cannot see any artificial lights, so that I can hunker down. I'm gonna read some stuff tonight. I brought some books in this pack of mine. I brought only outdoors writing. For the next day, I'm only gonna read outdoorsy stuff. But the real purpose of this trip is to get out here. In October in Indiana, the skies are amazing. So I'm gonna get out here. I'm going to get all set up with my tent tonight, freeze my butt off. I'm gonna try and stay warm all night. And then I'm gonna wake up as the sun rises and take a look at the sky. I'm really hoping it's a good sunrise tomorrow. That's the whole reason I'm doing this whole thing. So anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and looking like a ghost at the camera and find my spot to set up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tent. And just in time too, my hands are freezing. Let's get all of this stuff inside and start making our bed. And presto, just like that, we have a tent. This is the end where my head goes, and this is the end where my toes go. And my light is over there, and my food is right there. And that's about it. I have this millimeters thin sleeping pad that I'm sleeping on top of with my sleeping bag. Thank God the ground is not all that hard. And I'm ready to get some reading done. I brought a Pacific Crest Trail guidebook, which I was reading the other day on the channel. I have just a couple pages left in Born to Run. And I have a magazine, which I'm not sure I'm actually going to read because I don't know if the pages count towards my challenge. It's Ultra Running magazine. I like reading it because it features all these like quick little reports of races that happen in beautiful places out in the wild, in this country and in other countries. And I love knowing that there are places out there that are beautiful and natural that I have never been to before, and that I might someday discover and go to. So it's fun to read. But yeah, I'm gonna basically call that a night from here, at least for this video. I'll be back in the morning with a pretty sunrise, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Assuming my alarm doesn't die. Until then, I'm just gonna read myself to sleep, so. Womp, womp, womp. As you will notice, this is not sunrise. This is 1 in the afternoon. I promised I would be checking in at sunrise, but I have a story for why that is. Instead, I am checking in what I consider to be a equally beautiful time of day, and an equally beautiful set of sights, but it is not sunrise, and I will tell you why that is here in just a second. So last I left you, I was hunkered down for the night. I knew that it was going to be a cold night, but I thought that I was prepared, and I almost was. I almost completely was. So it got down to like 32, I think, 33 degrees last night, Fahrenheit, of course, and I was pretty warm in my sleeping bag, but this morning at like 4:45 in the morning, I woke up and I had to pee, and I just laid there thinking, oh my god, can I make it 2 hours without peeing, or am I gonna have to do this? Because if I have to do this, that means I gotta go outside, and that means I have to get very, very cold, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to warm up again. Spoiler alert, that's exactly what happened. I went out to pee, I got back into my tent, and I huddled up, and I could not create enough body heat to, stay warm through the rest of the night. So, oh man, there's a deer. Wow, that was really far off. That was like, it was like over here, way in the distance. Anyways, I couldn't create enough body heat to stay warm, so what I had to do was get my shoes on, I already had all of my clothes on, but get my shoes on, get my glasses on, get my headlamp, and jog back along the kind of hiking trail that I'm doing right now, back to the house, which is on the property, and cuddle up on the couch for a couple hours in the warmth so that I did not freeze my butt off last night. And of course, as soon as I did that, I slept right through my alarm for sunrise. So this adventure didn't go exactly as I planned, but it's still way beautiful. It's still been a lot of fun. I made it through like 85% of the night. I slept like 6 hours, 7 hours outside. Sorry if this is really bumpy, it's a bumpy field. Yeah, I slept like 6 some hours outside. But then the last 2 hours I went inside. So I'm not too bummed. It's been a good day. Once I kind of woke up and had the whole day ahead of me, all I've been doing is reading. So anyways, to recap, this is part 1 of the whole camping adventure. Sorry, there's a fly I had to swat. To recap part 1, which is yesterday, I got a really late start on this camping trip, as you may have noticed. So I did not get a ton of reading done, and I'm kind of disappointed in that, honestly. I got 14 whole pages yesterday. This is a streak of like 3 to 4 days. After that big 238 page day, it's been a lot of like me reading 20 pages and kind of just skating along. I'm hoping to change that today, as in the video that you will see tomorrow, but I can't be too disappointed. Like, check out this view. This is where I camped last night, where you saw the video already, where it was completely pitch black. It was really beautiful even by moonlight. It was really beautiful. It's really beautiful today. I've already been out walking in this once already today. Now I'm headed to actually take down my tent, so can't be too disappointed with it. It did take away some of my reading time. I read a little last night by headlamp, but that's about it. So good news is today I don't really have anything planned, and I think I can get quite a bit of reading done. So I've already done quite a bit today. So yeah, I think we're at that part of the year. It's been a weird fall here in Indiana. It's been really warm, but then all of a sudden it got really cold. So the leaves are probably actually about maybe a full week, maybe 5 days from being at kind of like peak colors. Like a lot of that is going to get really red and yellow here in just a couple days. The problem is it's also like, you know, we're a couple days from November. It's going colder, and it's going colder quick. So I'm nervous how long that will last. I think it'll be a pretty quick color change. They've just started changing in the last couple days now that it's gotten cold, and now I think it'll be pretty quick. And then we'll be off on the winter track, and I'm not really looking forward to that. I love fall, and I wish it would stay fall forever, but alas, time is a thing. Seasons change, as the Future Islands song goes. I will say, this whole trip has been worth it. Just for the 4:45 a.m. run from my frosted over tent right here, all the way the like half-mile or so to the house, through frosted over fields, running via headlamp and the moon. It was a weird run. I never thought that run was gonna happen, but it was also a ton of fun. Oh look, there's a butterfly. So yeah, that is a moment I will never forget. Absolutely shaking with cold, running through a field. Yeah, it's been a trip. This is my tent setup. Pretty beautiful. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm honestly a little disappointed that the moon was full. I can't really be disappointed, but the moon was full last night, which actually prevented, usually from this spot, there's no light pollution here, or very, very, very little. And you can see on a clear night, as it was last night, you can usually see like the Milky Way. You can really see a ton of stars. And because the moon was so dang bright last night, it was like a big headlamp in the sky, and you couldn't quite see as many stars, but it was still gorgeous, so no complaints. This has not been a very booky video, and I hope that that's okay. Sometimes life intercedes, and speaking of life interceding, I need to take down this tent and get it all packed up in my backpack and head back that way. So alrighty, I will see you guys soon. Best wishes.